If you want to run Facebook ads that actually get results, then today's video is for you. Hello, I'm Roland K. Smith, and I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on Facebook ads, and I've received Facebook training from the company itself. Now, it's fair to say that Facebook has had a lot of bad press lately, so I want you to put aside how you feel about the company for this video. Love it or hate it, you can't deny there's a lot of people on Facebook. In fact, as of December 2020, there was 2.8 billion monthly users. So that's a lot of people. So if you're a business, chances are that your target market is on there somewhere. Now, you can have a presence on Facebook without paying for advertising. And if you're producing relevant, regular, high quality and engaging content, then you're going to get some all right results. But at the moment, at least, it's a pay-to-play game. You see, Facebook continuously decreases the amount of organic reach for pages, which means that without paying for ads, you're less likely to get seen. And there are two reasons for this. The first reason Facebook says is because there's just more and more content out there on Facebook, which means that you are only going to see a little bit of it when you log on. The second reason is, and this is basically the algorithm at work, it's trying to show you content that is most relevant to you. We can also assume that Facebook is a business that wants to make money from advertising. So reducing the free or organic reach from businesses and making them pay to be seen makes sense. Unfortunately, Facebook ads are quick to run and fairly cost effective. Facebook makes it very easy for you to hand over your advertising budget. But there is a big difference between running Facebook ads and running Facebook ads that work. I sound like a snake oil salesman, I know, but today I am going to show you how to set up and run an effective Facebook ad. Facebook ads are very powerful and offer a lot of sophisticated options. You can target audiences using your email list. You can remarket to people who have visited your website. You can create lookalike audiences. You can create multiple ads and show them to different segments of your audience. You can do A/B testing. But for any of these ads to be successful, they need to nail the basics. So today I'm going to show you how to do a really simple Facebook ad. We're going to jump in step by step into my computer. I'm going to share my screen with you and let's get started. Okay, you'll see I'm in Facebook Business Manager. This is where you'll find all the tools for your advertising. If you don't have Facebook Business Manager account, I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can set one up. But once you've set up Business Manager, you'll also set up an ad account which has Ads Manager, which is where I am now. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to create an ad. I break Facebook advertising down into three categories. You've got the goal, you've got the creative and copy, and then you've got the audience. So the first thing you want to do is determine a goal for your ad. Are you trying to drive traffic to a website? Are you trying to get more likes or followers? You're going to try and get people to sign up to an email list? Do you want people to engage with a specific type of content? So I'm trying to drive people to my videography website. So I'm going to select traffic, but you can see there's all of these different ways that you can serve people ads. Check it out. But today we're going with traffic, which will send more people to my website. Okay. Campaign name, I'm just going to call it website traffic. I'm going to spell it right. So you can ignore all the rest of this for now and we'll just go next. So this is the ad set now that I'm creating. Facebook structures its ads in sort of a bit of a confusing way. You've got campaigns, ad sets, and ads. Campaigns are sort of like everything, the whole project, and then your ad sets where you determine your budget and your audience, and then the ads are the ads themselves. So it's sort of like an umbrella or like a tree. So you can have all of these different ads, some of them going to different ad sets, which have different budgets and different audiences, but then they're all under the same campaign. So now we're creating the ad sets, but we're only doing one set of ads for this one. So I'm just going to call it again, website traffic. Okay, we can see we're sending people to our website. Now we're going to come down to daily budget. So your budget is going to be what your budget is. It's what you can afford, but you will see more results the more money that you spend. I'm just going to keep it to a daily budget of $20, but I'm going to set the start date for just a little bit in the future. Let's go 4 p.m. And then I'm going to set the end date this time next week. One of the great things about Facebook ads is you can monitor their performance while they're live, which means that if they're not performing as well as you'd like, you can make changes. So running this ad for a week will give it an opportunity to perform, and then we can go ahead and make any necessary changes. Now we're selecting the audience. This is who you want to see the ad. This is your target market. So we have to be really clear about what we put in here so your ad is seen by the right people. Now, this is for my videography website, so I can hopefully get some more videography work. I live and work in Sydney, so we're going to go ahead and select the location as Sydney in New South Wales. Fantastic. Then we can go down here. We can also change the age range. So for my audience here, what I'm looking for is people that are likely to hire a videographer. Now, in my experience from my past work, that's people who are communications managers, marketing managers, social media managers, or small business owners. Look, I'm just going to go ahead and say that most of them are probably around the ages of anywhere from 22 to, let's say, just for the sake of it, 50. So that's the age, and then I'm going to go and put in the more detailed targeting. So this is where I add the interests, and you can go pretty deep here, and it all depends on what you're trying to show people and what you want people to do. I'm just going to go ahead and do social media managers. Cool, there's a couple there. So job titles, that's great. Type it in again. Interests, there's even social media marketing manager, that's fantastic. Marketing communications manager. So this is really all good. Marketing, digital marketing, that's a good one. Marketing manager, is there one? Oh, marketing communications, that could be good. So over here, you'll see the potential reach of the people that might see your ad. So what we want to do is make sure that that's big enough that enough people see our ad that might engage with our ad, but not so big that it just goes out to this sort of audience that is non-defined and not interested. So the sweet spot is probably somewhere between 500,000 and 1 million, which I know sounds like a lot of people, but you could easily blow this out to 8 million if you're sort of advertising Australia-wide, for example, or if you're in the US or somewhere else, God knows. So we'll just keep going until we sort of hit that magical number of about 500,000, but we want to try and keep it relevant, so I'm just going to keep going, see what else I can find. Just using keywords here and seeing what Facebook populates, because we do have to use what Facebook already has as their interests. Oh, that's a big one. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So just a tick under 500,000, and that should create a nice sized audience for us. Okay, that's it for this page, and click next. Okay, this is where we create the ad itself. Again, we're only creating one ad, so I'm just going to call this one website traffic. And I'm going to choose the page now that I'm going to run the ads through. I've got a few pages, and we're just going to use this one, this Roland K. Smith Content Creator, because that's my videography page. And then let's go ahead and create the ad. There's a couple of different options here, but we're just going to choose the single image just because it's the most simple one, and we want to add the media. This is your lead hook. This is the first thing and the most obvious thing that people are going to see when they see your ad. So this is really important. Now I've got this image here, which I'm going to use. So bring that in, and then I'm just going to adjust it so it just looks nice. There we go, when it appears in the ad, and click done. Now Facebook has told me that the best performing images are brightly colored and have smiling faces in them. So that's why I've selected this image. I don't think it's perfect. I think if I had a photo of me holding a camera and looking just as happy, that would be great. It's a bit silly, but it'll do. Let's see how it performs. Okay, so now we're going to start working on our copy. So there's a few sections that we get to put in some copy. We want to make sure that everything we put in is really powerful. So for the primary text, I'm going to just write here, hi, I'm Roland. I'm a Sydney videographer making awesome content for social media. Okay, the whole thing's a bit silly, but I'm hoping that it will be silly enough to stop people from scrolling and have a look at the ad. So that's up here, and I like to keep this in just 2 lines because it's just a little bit cleaner and it's not going to get cut off when the ad appears in sort of all these different areas throughout the platform. Okay, and then our headline, I'm going to write a bit of a call to action here. So call to actions are what you want the audience to do with your ad. So I'm going to write, watch my show reel today. So I've made it a bit of urgency by using the word today and an exclamation mark, and hopefully people will click through the ad and watch my show reel, like what they see, and send me an email. And then the description down here. Now this is a little bit less important just because it doesn't get shown in as many places. So I'm not going to put any crucial information here, but I am just going to write professional and experienced. So those people that do see it associate those 2 words with me, hopefully. Okay, and then my website, which is www.rolandksmith.com. Okay, and then for the call to action, there isn't a particularly good one here for me. I would love a watch now, but the closest we're going to get is watch more. So I choose that one, and then that's my ad. Just going to check it for typos. Looks pretty good to me. And then that's it. We publish. How easy was that? In next week's video, I'm going to check in on this ad and see how it's been performing. So subscribe to the channel, make sure you don't miss out. We'll have a look at the metrics. I'm going to show you which ones I think are important, and we're going to see if there's anything we could do to this ad to change it to make it perform even better. So until the next video, like and subscribe and keep doing what you're doing.